Oh, hi there. I'm Chester C, and I'm here in Toronto, Canada. Not to be mistaken for Toronto, Brazil. I'm going to answer some questions for you. I hope this clears everything up. Okay.
Okay.
Hit me.
Lots of people ask, what inspired you to become a musician and actor?
Girls. Give me another one.
Tia Gebhardt from Pennsylvania asks, what is your first memory of music and how do you think that has impacted the rest of your life?
Easy. Okay, so first memory, like real strong memory of music is my mom and I used to go for these walks around the neighborhood before school in the morning, and I had a cassette player. Not to date myself. I got a cassette player back then with tape. And I would listen to this one song and hit rewind and wait that 55, 60 seconds that it would take to actually rewind. But and it was over and over and over and over. Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams. And there was something about that song that I just thought was amazing. There was something in that music that just like really affected me. I loved that song so much, but that memory is with me. I remember walking with my mom every morning and listening to that song. I never got tired of it. I'm still not tired of that song. I love that song. Good job, Bryan Adams.
Marissa from Florida asks, who would you say is your biggest musical influence?
I have to probably say Elton John because he's a piano-based singer-songwriter. I gotta say Toppin though too, because he's the lyric man behind the songs. Although I will say that all his lyrics are amazing, but sonically Elton John's world that he lives in the piano is really affected the way that I write, I think. So yeah.
Marissa Martinez from California asks, what was the first song you wrote and what was it about?
First song I wrote was, I remember writing music that was just piano stuff. A lot of my first few songs were just kind of piano stuff, very simple stuff in, the standard chord progressions when I'm kind of learning how the piano works. First song that I remember as a written piece was a song that I wrote for my cousin Joey, who had passed away, and I performed it at his memoriam. So that memory is with me. And that was probably one of the first songs that I can remember of completing. First time I started writing lyrics was, I think, around 6th, 7th grade. And it was when I started at the same time I started buzzing girls. So I needed to add in, the lyrics to explain that I loved them all my heart. I told them through song.
Soul Dell asks, who inspired you to write Goddamn You're Beautiful?
Rabina, who doesn't even care about the song. Rabina, I was working at Abercrombie & Fitch, and she was so hot, beautiful. I thought she was so beautiful, and so those lyrics are actually, a lot of those lyrics come directly from moments that happened, interactions that happened when I was working there. And for instance, one of the lines is, when you speak to me, sometimes you'll find I stutter my words and say never mind, because I literally would do that. She'd come up and talk to me, and I would just like stutter like a boom, and then be like, never mind. But I was only saying never mind because I had nothing to say. So I was nervous. I was so nervous. She was so pretty. Rabina.
Katrina Arujo from Toronto, Canada asks, what was the hardest thing you had to do in your life and how did you get through it?
Say that one again?
What was the hardest thing you had to do in your life and how did you get through it?
Hardest thing I've had to go through life. I went through a bit of a depression, I guess, that I can think of, like just right off the top of my head. There might be something that it's all linked, I guess. One of my best friends had passed away when I was 17. He was 18 when he died, and that was really tough because I was at that age where it didn't feel right. Anyway, but yeah, that really had an impact on me, and that was right before I went into this kind of depression. I just didn't want to be part of any performing arts kind of thing. I didn't want to do I didn't want to connect with people, and I'm a very social person. And so for me to shut down socially is a pretty dramatic thing for me. And I remember I was a bit closed off. Anyway, I'm surrounded by really great people, great family and friends, and so I can only get into a funk like that for so long without being pulled right out. So I guess that's how I got through that.
Priya Kane from Pennsylvania asks, when are you going to tour, and if you do, are you going to come to Pennsylvania?
Yes, I hope. I don't know. I mean, I don't have any tours planned, but the idea that the EP is so close to being finished. Today is July 17th, 2010, and I'm telling you right now, I have texts from the guy that my main man, Peter Argyropoulos, who I'm working with. Said, FYI, we're mixing Wednesday, mixing the final stage. So this EP is about to drop. Once it does, I'm gonna start setting up places to perform more. Bloody Blue. Hopefully I can set up a tour where I go to Pennsylvania. That would be amazing.
Jonathan Kahn from Minnesota asks, if you were to choose anyone to do a duet with, who would it be?
There's so many people. I think it'd be really cool to do something with Eminem, just because I think the guy is just a lyrical genius, and to kind of like tap into that world would be so cool. I'd like to do a duet with Megan Fox. I don't even know if she sings. I just would use that as an excuse to meet her and maybe touch her face. Yeah, I mean, there's so many artists. I mean, obviously I'd love to do something with Elton John. I would be a little intimidated with Elton John because I'm a piano-based singer-songwriter, but I'm nowhere near his level. So I think being next to him would be tough. It would be really tough. Anyway, I'm just going to say Eminem.
Chelsea Jones asks, what's the craziest dream you've ever had in your whole life?
The craziest dream I ever had was, I have a lot of flying dreams, which aren't crazy, they're just awesome. And then I have this recurring dream where I can do things with my mind. And what's cool about that is that it's recurring, and every time I come back into that like sequence of dreams, I get better, like power. I also used to have dreams where I was being attacked by the lion from the MGM, you know, the like MGM thing with like the lion, and then for some reason he had a friend. It was an ostrich, and those two animals, man, they used to just chase me everywhere. I was very young when I would have these dreams. It was very scary. It sounds not scary, but an ostrich can be very scary. I think it's because I was watching a lot of the Swiss Family Robinson, and there was an ostrich in that, and I don't know. I don't know where the ostrich came into my dreams, but it was a mean ostrich.